Today's ticket is a new top 5 contender, but it has one major flaw. Welcome to today's Lotto lecture. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Loteria Grande. Picture to the left, you can see what that ticket looks like. Here's some quick things we should know. The top prize is going to be worth $640,000 or $40,000 every year for 25 years. The ticket price is $5. The overall odds are 1 in 3.97, and it was launched on April 8th, 2024. First, we'll take a look at the odds at launch so we can compare them to how they are now. Pictures to the left, you can see the prize amount, the odds at launch, and the total prizes in the game. What we're most concerned with today is that $640,000 top prize and everything you'd expect to find in the average book down, which includes the $20 prize, the $15 prize, the $10 prize, and the $5 prize. Next, we'll take a look at its most recent top prize claims so we can get an idea on how long it's been. It's had 5 of its 6 top prizes claimed on May 22nd, 2024, June 13th, 2024, August 19th, 2024, August 29th, 2024, and January 7th, 2025. That's about exactly 1 year since it had its last top win. For those curious, the first was purchased in a Publix on 1390 Narcoossee Road in Orlando. The second was purchased on another Publix on 7117 Merrill Road in Jacksonville. The third was purchased at a Fresh Choice Food Market on 25 Homestead Road, North number 37 in Lehigh Acres. The fourth was purchased at Badra Inc., 209 Eastlake Avenue in Auburndale. The fifth was purchased at 7-Eleven on 1021 Santa Barbara Boulevard in Cape Coral. But most importantly, we'll take a look at the adjusted top prize odds for January 8th, 2026. Picture to the right, you can see the prize amount and the prizes we've got left. The formula we're going to be using is the number of top prizes remaining over the number of winning tickets left times the overall odds. For this ticket, that is going to be 1 over all these numbers you see here to the right times 3.86, which is going to simplify down to this, which will equal this, which translates to 1 and 1.1 million. And since the original odds were 1 in 3.03 million, that means it's going to be 163% more likely to win a top prize than it was at launch. But now, let's put these numbers into context and compare them with our other tickets. It's important to calculate the chances per dollar since not every ticket costs the same. $300 is divisible by all ticket prices, so we'll assume this is our budget, and we'll compare this with our current top chance ticket. The formula we're going to be using is 1 top prize times the $300 budget divided by the cost of the ticket for every X tickets. For double your money, our current reigning champ, that is going to be 60 over 1.05 million for 1 in 17,000 for every $300 we spend. For Loteria Grande, that is going to be 60 over 1.1 million for 1 in 19,000 for every $300 we spend. That makes this ticket a measly 0.1 times worse for hitting it big than our top ticket. But the top prize isn't everything. So let's take a look at the expected value per book and see if that will help. Picture to the right, you can see the 4 prizes we can expect to find in the average book. Books of $5 tickets contain 60 tickets for a total of $300. And the formula we're going to be using is the prize amount times the number of prizes in the book for each prize bracket over the book cost. And for this ticket, that is going to be 20 plus 15 plus 60 plus 30 over 300 for 125 over 300, which is going to equal a 42% return, which represents how much money we'd expect to win back on an average book. This return rate is just okay. Most tickets lie between 40 and 50%. Some exceed 50%, which is fantastic, and some are below 40%, which is awful. And the odds of a top prize being in any particular book are going to equal the previous odds earlier at 1 in 19,000, since $300 is the cost of a book. But now, let's say instead of buying tickets by the book, you buy them by the 1,000. Then this calculation is helpful to you. We're going to take a look at the prize amount and the prizes remaining. And the formula we're going to be using is the prizes left of each tier times the prize amount of each tier over the ticket price times the prizes left times the overall odds. That's going to be this jumbled up big old fraction right here. That's just going to equal 0.684, which this number tells us that if you bought every ticket left, you'd win 68% of your money back. This essentially means that you lose 32% of your money on average at a large scale. This means that the average return a person is likely to see is between 42% and 68%, depending on how much you buy. Now, let's get my head out of the way for my Florida lottery tier list, which has gotten too big for the PowerPoint at this point. It's so full of data. But if you're new here, this column here determines the better or worse ratio compared to when it wasn't launched. This column is the game name. This column is the game ID. This is the cost of each ticket. This is its top prizes and instant cash value. This is the number of top prizes remaining. This is the number of tickets remaining. These are the overall odds. This is the top prize odds per $300, otherwise known as my adjusted odds. This is the number of activated books. So this is the number of books currently active and for sale at retailers. This is a calculation that determines the likelihood that a top prize is among said activated books. This is the amount of days that have gone by since the last top prize was claimed. This is the book return that you can expect to see when you buy a book. And this is the overall return if you buy everything left. And this is the placement. For Loteria Grande, I placed it at number 3 on our list. Its odds are the third best we've seen. But that Fatal Fly mentioned earlier, there's only 38 active books. That is the lowest number of tickets in circulation than any other ticket right now. This also likely means that this is the next ticket to be on the ending games section of the Florida Lottery. But there is an interesting thing here. There's a 1 in 500 chance that the top prize is among these activated books. And if it is, that's only $11,000 to buy all of them and get your $640,000. Not telling you to do that. I'm not encouraging gambling. But that is just an interesting thing here, that there's basically a 1 in 500 chance that one of these 38 books has it. Anyway. So yeah, number 3 on the list. Let me scroll down so you can see the ones all the way at the bottom here. Just in case you wanted to see.
Now we're going to scratch one just for fun. But before we do, the way this one works, we scratch the caller cards on the right, and then we scratch off where they are in like this little 4x4 on the left. And then if you match 4 in horizontally or vertically, you win the prize amount it shows here. Let's go. That is the flower pie. It was actually, this is by far the hardest ticket I've had to track down right now. I had to drive 30 minutes away to find this ticket. It was quite a trek. It was like some random truck stop in like Tampa. I had to go find it. Because there was literally only a single one in the county I lived, and it wasn't actually there. I suspect it's just because so many, like, there was a $2 lottery and then a $3 lottery that came out, so I assume a lot of stores just replaced their $5 versions. The mermaid. I don't even see that one. Or that one for that matter. Okay, I've got that one. I mean, not even. Oh, wait, hold on. I actually do have the box right here. But I don't even see a lot of these ones I don't actually even have on my paper. I mean, how crazy would it be if this last one was the spider, right? Does not look.
Well, how was my return since starting this channel? Well, for every ticket I've covered on the channel, I've bought one to scratch live, and I've tallied up how much money I've spent and how much money I've won. For the Lotto lectures, we're at minus $55. For our book content, we're at negative $130. And for our random tickets, we're at negative $61, which is unfortunate. We're losing in all 3 categories, but hopefully we get a big win here soon. Thank you for watching today's Lotto lecture. If you liked it, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's lecture on 100 times the cash. And be sure to comment down below which ticket you'd like me to cover next, and I'll be sure to cover it. And remember, play smarter, play responsibly, know the odds. I'll see you tomorrow at 5:45 p.m. EST.